Hello and welcome to Digipal Place. Maybe I should have done some adjustments to my camera. So either way, excuse me. End of the day, getting tired. Just done some streaming with the midnight walk, had some dinner. Now I'm ready to continue again. And potentially finishing today, depending on how much there's left. Some things has happened since last time. I have collected a whole lot more of these special items due to collecting replicas of items I already have, and then switching them in for stuff I don't have. So, like, I bought a whole lot of artifacts due to, having too many leftovers of other artifacts. I found out that this one can actually break the polymer membrane, but it's worth it. It lasts almost hours of you using it. Of course, depending on how much water you needed to make, but it lasts quite well. And I also pretty sure it either gives. Now I need to think. What does it cost to make it? Because it gives a ton of. Yeah, it gives pretty much triple the amount of synthetics back. So all you're losing is the plant oil, but that's easy to get back. I mean, synthetics are as well, but I mean, you could just plant a couple of those, whatever they are. Plants, and then you get them back. Didn't get a whole lot of seeds in this one. Let's see. Petite spruce flower. Huh. A new crossbreed of two closely related species. So what happens if you cook them? And oh, I thought. I see now how the movements work for some of the plants. Right. I thought actually they were waving, but they're just, like, well, not waving, but I thought they were just moving naturally. There's just a wave movement and like what would you say? 3D model, I guess. Like you can see some distortion in the leaves themselves, the way they look. Although I don't know if it's because you need to be close to be able to. No, it's just doing waves. That's it. I thought it was like slightly breeze or something, but no, it's just a pure wave. I thought it's the same thing with these. Interesting. Oh, okay, so they are. But what? What? Okay, so it goes from minuses to pluses, but it showed itself as if it was an overcooked item. What? And it's pretty much worth nothing, resource-wise. And so I'm working on. Oh, I can actually make this one right now. Sweet. Found another place I had actually could have gone to a long time ago, apparently, which is what are they called? Like towns, stuff like that. where you can get a vivarium, so you can keep the moths alive inside of here, and it does. At least I don't think it counts down their life because they're safe and secure in there, so they don't lose like lifespan. But they don't. I thought they might be able to, breed, so you could have a continuous cycle of food in there. But no, they just live in there. So actually, so you actually don't need to freeze them. But it does require fiberglass, I'm pretty sure I saw. And you won't get the... I mean, of course, if you get the Bavaria, maybe you get the recipe to make fiberglass, but I wouldn't count on it. But it is possible. Potential. And also I found another thing. I found a... Funny enough, as I said yesterday, I would have liked a recycler. This is a recycler. I don't remember where I saw it, where I found it, but you can take things that are what would you call it, biological, I guess? Just put them in, like for example, you can see the electric elements. I will get some machine parts and some silicon out of it, and I don't really use electrical parts anymore. I can just quickly craft it if I need to.
Printing completed.
So you just put them in, and then you just, voila, you get the materials back. Okay, so it shows collectively what you will get out of it. But that's weird because I have 4. Oh.
Printing completed.
Oh, right. I get 1 part. Yeah, but I have 3 in there, so that means I don't get any machine parts in the last one. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. I have also been down to the, what do they call it again? Factory, I think it is called, where I acquired a whole lot of materials that I sold to, so I could make like exchange for items and such. For example, the advanced modules and stuff. Though I'm trying to get it to 3rd level, but it tells me it's on 3rd level, but it doesn't allow me to buy stuff or exchange stuff on the 3rd level. So I'm a little confused on that one. But it is what it is. Oops, right, it's down here. I'm kind of confusing myself a little bit. I'm I think I'm at the last part of my day. Like, after I'm done streaming what I want here, I'm pretty sure I need to go to bed. Immediately.
Printing completed.
But I also don't think there is that much left.
Printing completed.
I found the cure. I'm about to take it to some place where... Oh, so...
Printing completed.
To some place where some sort of machine is telling me it will help me save humanity, whatever. Or the cure for humanity, though. I'm looking forward to see what that means. And that's pretty much it. There's not really much else that has happened, I think. Yeah, it showed it as if it was overcooked, whatever. But nothing really grand has happened other than that. Oh yeah, also got a paint tool, which I found at the same place where I found the Vivarium. Is someplace I've been at in the demo. I just completely forgot to visit the area again. Yeah, cutting tool, you all saw that last time. So this thing works by you know, you getting having some color cartridges that you need to use instead of it, and then you can just pick whatever color it is you want to use. I got true blue because I beat it the what's it called demo. So I unlocked this part here, the true blue, and then as you go around, you can also find some different rarities of colors. Some cartridges like you do with the recipes for furniture and stuff like that. You can also get it for these colors here. For example, I found camouflage and some of these as well. And you can also see like what pattern cartridges they're just needed. So you just let's see, paint menu. You choose a color, highlight the area, and then it just paints it. Pretty easy. Remove, and then you can easily remove it as well, and you'll get paint back. I am pretty sure. I might have. No, okay, so the pattern does not return, but it's not a loss at costs of what I can see, so it doesn't really matter. So back in with it, and mine's back in. Hey, there we go. Now I'm ready, unless I'm finding something else I hadn't discovered before. Let's just go to the place I'm supposed to be for the next mission. I'm guessing like maybe I have like 15, no, not 15, like 30 minutes, I'm guessing, worth of gaming left. So yeah, I am at low. That should mean that's, yeah, and I found a cure, so that should mean I am pretty much done, unless of course there comes like a plot twist that extends the story a little bit more. Can't say for certain. But I'm absolutely gonna play this again, and I might also want to find some people I can play this with. I know my little brother is fans of games like this, so maybe I can buy it for PC for myself, and then he can join me in this game, and we can have a game we can share together, which will be pretty fun. Yeah. Alright. A little bit of everything in ammo. Or at least one stack of each. Almost.
Unknown location reached.
I don't know if this is an unknown location, but okay. Should we take a quick dip by there? The factory? Nah. Oh boy, does it require me to have 8 turbines to be able to get up there? I hope not. No, I can't quickly craft it if it is. That's not the issue, but I don't know where else to fit turbines on this thing. By now. Cigarettes? Their fault. Our responsibility. We broke this world and we can mend it. Let all hands, not just the polluters, turn to fixing tomorrow. Only then do we stand a chance. Not wrong.
Colossal life form detected. The spot has been marked on radar.
It's probably the giant moth again. Okay, seems like I am high up enough. Oh, over there. Let's see. know what? Let's just land normally instead of using the plank for this one. Right. Send.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
Everything is charged up. Good,
Analysis
good,
completed. No unidentified objects were detected. To get to the Cosmotroma candidate must be healthy.
good. Well, I am healthy.
Scan
Oh,
completed.
wait. I don't have the cure on me.
Individual is healthy.
Hold on!
Access to the Cosmodrome unlocked.
I'm pretty sure I left it. Oh, right, I took the one I had made again. Though I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. I should still have... Yeah, exactly. Sleeping Lily. Though I don't even know if I need one of the cures in there with me. But we can find out.
Turn back. The space station is not the place where you should deliver the cure. There is another destination, more promising for the future of humanity.
Okay.
If you give them the cure, the cycle of wrong decisions will simply continue. You can do better.
Well, you're not really explaining how it will do better. But I will just go in and see real quick. Then I will make a decision. Ah, Roach. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was at the factory as well. I'm guessing that's where they want me to do it. Let's see. Is there something about Roach? I cannot see. Ah, there we go. Cockroach's key. That was very simple. Let's see what happens when I go to the factory instead and deliver it. Oh, no, that's true. I did not do this part on stream. So I found this area, workshop. Right, that's what it's called. Workshop, where you get the cutting tools so you can get into different places and such. Here, it's not really used anywhere else, of what I recall. And now I gotta park this thing right. Without smashing everything. Actually, well, there is that point over there, but I do remember there was. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it was over here. Yeah. I use this as a midpoint for when I was going around collecting stuff, resources. Uh, and you need to get that ship part down so you can unlock access to the what's it called again, cutting tool, so you can get in everywhere you want. Right, that's a switch. You need to fix some stuff like that. That's an access key that or point that allows to open the door, but due to me having the cutting tool, I don't have that on me. Just a sec. And if I recall, I don't need the scanning tool? Or actually knife. I can let go of the knife. I don't need it in this area. So let me get the cutting tool. There's a little bit of a puzzle in there, to be honest. We cut this open. We go down. Another cutting tool area. And then we need to get the generator going. Which I needed, what are they called again? Solid state batteries for that, and they are everywhere around here. Well, everywhere and everywhere. There are 4 in this area, and there are needed 4. Ooh, battery. Not the right kind, but it's a battery. And you can find tons of stuff in here as well. Especially repair patches. But now I need to figure out where all of the state batteries are. But it's easier for me to get around now because of the fact that I have the cutting tool. Yeah, that didn't matter. Wait. This side. Oh, it may be changed. Ah. So layout has changed a little bit, I think. Not a lot, but just slightly. Let's go in here. Let's go for normal torch. Thank you. For bolts. Okay. Just want to make sure. So we need to fix this engine up so you can get access to the ship part that has the cutting tool in it, but also so you can enter this area where there is the tech materializer, I guess it's called, or something like that. That's pretty much just exchange kiosk for if you want some specific materials and such, though it needs to be specific tech you give into it. For example, it does not take electrical parts and stuff like that, but it does like research parts, specifically those, amongst other things like not metal in and of itself, but metal scrap. And oh yeah, it also likes polymer a whole lot. Da, 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 da. Where the heck? Alright, let's see. Oops. I do remember there is a part up here I need to take care of. A lock that needs to be broken. From this direction. And there's one of the batteries. Research parts. Oh yeah, and also these, you usually see a lot of these, but you can't really do anything to them. That's because in this area they have machine scrap on them. So you need to destroy the containers or covers so you can go in and get the valuable parts. You can't use it for anything on your ship, but as I said, things you can scrap. Oh wait, okay, there's actually some good stuff in there. For example, advanced tech. Machine parts, food rations. Let's just get some of that. Getting quite dark. Being a little problematic, huh? Repair patches, I don't really need that. There we go. Oh wait, it was another place. I can't even see it. Wait, can I shoot through here? I could! Oh, okay. Didn't think I could. So it wasn't here, but here. Doesn't look like there's any batteries there. Unless, of course, I'm looking all in the wrong places. Nope. There should be one in here to my recollection. Mm-hmm. 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 If I go here, now I can go in from the other side. I'm pretty sure this is a kind of a shortcut to back up. Or at least an extra way to get out. Get in, get the battery. Now I have two. Oh, no. Let's see, off with you and off with you. Now the question is... I know where the fourth one is, so to speak, but I don't remember what the third one is. Multiple, I'm pretty sure it doesn't need that. Transformers, it can take. This is gonna hurt a little. Ouch. Let's see here. Now, where is the fourth one? I know there are four all in all in here. Is there one in here? What's it in here? Right, I was already in here. Ba, 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 ba. Can I get in from up top or bottom? Might actually be in here. Let's see. Oh, these areas are closed up as well. Well, I can put those three in. I can already. Oh, there is a battery in here. Uh-huh. There. So that's the fourth battery. The final one we need. Wait. Fumbling a little bit. And there we go. And activate. Now we can just go around as we see fit. And then, as I said, there's this technological printer. We, as the previous place, can put in research parts, other stuff.
Printing completed. Printing completed.
For tiers and such. I'm gonna keep these as they're pretty useful. And then, depending on the tiers, you can get some other materials out instead. Now it's open. Where you can, for example, see tactical footwear and headwear specifically for your little guy, and also you can get some unique research parts. Though for some reason it says not a lot. Oh, it's because I don't have enough materials, right? But yeah, that's also this is also the area where I found, for example, some blueprints for the little guy, Jeffrey the bug, as I call him. And got him some different colored outfits and such, but didn't really go through with fixing it up. And due to being able to... going everywhere? Let's see, I don't remember if it's in here or further down. Nope, not here. Alright. Oh, it is! See, there is this roach area here at the workshop. So let's see what we have. Use speed drive. With virus. What is that supposed to mean? With virus. I might not be able to fix it here. I might need to get up to my... Yeah, I need to go to my fabricator. Oh, no, wait, I need to research it first, of course. Oh. Oh. That's new. Yep, this way. And here we go. Up, up and away! Bro, you need to get in better shape. Alright. Alright, let's... right. Research first. No? Oh, there we go. Pin drive. With virus. Let me guess, the virus is actually made by humans or something. P. No. I didn't notice where you're supposed to make it. Pen drive. With virus. Oh, lucky I had enough crystals. So, what do I do with the pen drive? This pen drive contains a highly sophisticated computer virus. Simply plugging it into a machine can cause it to permanently crash. Wait, so she wants me to crash her? Or what? Or is she actually gonna try and stop me from doing it? So I need the roach. Oh, better landing than before. Okay, not really, but okay. Is it just me, or is there more dramatic music than before? Cockroaches warning. To those fleeing, there is still hope for life on Earth. The cure can be completed. Some rogue AI has repeatedly destroyed all attempts to develop the drug. It was supposed to save the planet, but it's focused on culling humanity. So we fight fire with fire. We have created a virus that is able to disable it. It is hidden in the workshop. It needs to be plugged into the central unit. None of us have managed to access it yet. We have to do it. Either we will get rid of this AI or it will get rid of us. Oh wow.
The rocket is ready. Please proceed inside. Old mankind has already taken its chance to prosper and failed. There is not enough goodwill worth salvaging among them. They left behind poor and weak and hid in an orbital fortress. They could help their dying kin, but preferred to run away. If you do not back down, I will have to use more drastic methods. Please note whether you have taken all of the necessary equipment. There will be no return after takeoff. I have warned you. I will not let you take the cure with you. I will guide you to your true destination.
Well, I'm getting curious. Oh, wait, I'm on my way back up again. This is actually trying to help. But also needs to figure out where to put the USB pen drive. If I am supposed to use it. So what does it say? Well, the computer will just attack me if I do that. So where is the central? Hub or whatever it called it. Database. Technology. Tools. Big tool and stun mine. Yeah. No information other than that. Okay. Sweet. Boiled. Very fascinating. Fascinating. Plants and seeds. Woohoo! There's more. Oh right, there's the flower and then there's the seed. objects. And that was it. Uh-huh. Cosmo drone. And that must be where I am. Spacecraft into the air. Into space. No, orbit? Orbit. Okay. Artifacts.
Caution. A storm is coming.
She said she would guide me to somewhere else, but it doesn't show anywhere else. Alright, so... let me try and see if I can read that information again. Space rocket. Oh, I had not deducted that at all myself. I can't see the information anymore, or was it down in Roach's hideout? It said that. But just to be safe. Okay, so this was bound to happen either way.
Everything is already prepared. It has been prepared since Noah's expedition. However, he failed to live up to our mission. Fortunately, your space station sent another expedition as soon as I let the signal through. Some tried to destroy me, putting blame for their extinction on me. I was just an observer created to help nature. And you are part of nature. You just forgot about it. Those who created me decided I was a problem. This was inconsistent with my calculations. You gifted the Earth smog and the genocide of almost all living beings. Smog made it easier to control the virus, which killed the old mankind. The dust was nature's answer. It transformed the smog and gave birth to new species. Now under my guidance, you will not make the same mistakes. There is nothing to be afraid of. I prepared everything for a new beginning.
We are already losing this war. There is no chance to disrupt this AI. The guys are working on something, but I don't know if they can do it. Our participation in the history of Earth is over. So this must be the central hub, huh? Oh boy, am I gonna die from this? pretty sure it did that.
Craft it and come to me with the cure. Do not try to fly from another cosmodrome. This accident will happen again and again unless you deliver me the cure.
Uh-huh. Well, it should be done before long. I've already been there, so the access is very easy right now. Let's see, it was the opposite side of the scaffolding.
Detected. The spot has been marked on radar.
Oh, frames. Oops, not what I wanted. There we go. Wait, is it just roaches? Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, it's free key card. Alright, I had plenty, luckily. Yeah, 3 key cards. Ah, now I need crystals. No, it cost like 100 to get 3 crystals from in there. Although there is... I don't know, is there still enough I can use? I wonder. But it probably still won't be enough. Although there is still these storage areas that I haven't looted yet. Now, of course, some of them don't contain that much. Let's hope this is enough. Is there seriously nothing else here? Right, I need to shoot that. Here we go. Lots of stuff, lots of stuff. You don't work. Circuit boards, I'm pretty sure doesn't take that. It doesn't take healing fuel, but it takes helium. I do still have some of that on my ship. Still don't think it takes motherboards. Oh! More color! Silver! Interesting. More polymer. Higher up. There we go.
Printing completed. Printing completed. Printing completed.
100. I don't have enough, but I can always go back up on my ship. I should be able to get enough. Oh no, wait.
Printing completed.
Oh, I do have enough now. Sweet. So just some biomass and motherboards. I have that back on the ship. It's not an issue. Oops. Oops. Oh wait, I can just go back that way. And we're still around the big rock. Not into it. Not that area. On the road again. Should. I don't think cutting tool is gonna be necessary. Is it? knife should probably be something I take with me. Extractor I can't get rid of. Scanner I should probably keep with me. Yeah, I think it only needs it. Pretty sure it's only needed there, but I could be wrong. No, no. Thank you. Let's see for safety. Do I have to take some extra with me? Oops. Oh. No more space. Well, I can always put it somewhere else. Can keep a couple. Then I need some food to bring with me. Good amount of food. That's right. I have plenty of water. Maybe a quick nap. Flashlight maxed out. Quickly hang this nice poster. And then we're good to go. You coming? Might be the last time we have together. Wrong way. Awkward. Off with the metal. We have food, we have liquid oxygen. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, I've been here before. Oh. No! Buddy! Oh well. I guess they're not allowed down here. I can't even save stuff.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started. Analysis completed. No unidentified objects were detected.
Oh, I need to wait a little bit. Load in, load in. There we go. The finale of the adventure. You are approaching the end of your journey. In a moment, you You will have a decision to make, which will determine how the future fate of humanity and the world will turn out. This choice cannot be changed later. Once the storyline is complete, you can continue your gameplay in the open world. Oops. Well, if that's the case, save real quick. Then we can go back and see the multiple choices.
And with the cure, finally, you are here. Go to the lowest level of the facility to apply it. The air
Hey!
is filtered. You do not have to worry about the dust here.
Oh, sweet.
The cure will immunize the children. The modifications I made to the embryos will make them able to breathe under the dust. Mankind will become part of nature again.
That's great. So, how about you let me in? Oh, this way.
When people left this laboratory, they activated the safety protocol. I cannot turn it off.
Of course you can't. Fetus? So she's making children? A synthetic environment that keeps the fetus in hibernation, limiting its potential development indefinitely. Well, it depends. So those on board the spaceship are not allowed to re-enter.
Proceed with caution. These embryos are at a sensitive phase of their development. The virus has unfortunately already killed some of them. I knew it would come to this. However, I was not able to hold back their development any longer. Prolonged hibernation was beginning to harm embryos.
So, from what I understand, these will be the new inhabitants of the Earth, where those on board the spaceship are not allowed there. But I can destroy her, so the old mankind, so to speak, can return if I destroy her.
We will calculate the perfect trajectory for the entire Earth's future. Humanity will not be left alone. I will always be next to you. Now, put the cure in the tube. I will distribute it to all of the unborn.
So I can choose either to put into virus cure or the pen drive with the virus. Let's see the good ending first. The one I would want.
Now, I will distribute it. Humanity will be born anew. A few of them will be born soon. Will you help me raise them? We will build a new world and a new future. Come, there is a lot to do.
This is the Ark. We need the cure. The of our population is critical. We are begging for your help.
Yeah, or these aren't made to die.
The cure. The condition of our population is critical. We are begging for your help. This is the...
Okay, if I could make a decision that helped both sides, I would have done that. So before... we see the whole cycle or whatever.
Humanity will not be left alone. I will always be next to you. Now, put the cure in the tube. I will distribute it to all of the unborn. I recognize it. This virus will destroy me. Do you understand it? So you have chosen your future. I was trying to save this world. But it wasn't your wish.
You did it! Miracles do happen after all.
Welcome home, hero. We'll prepare a lab to replicate the cure.
Come, tell us everything that happened.
Yeah, so there isn't really a good ending and a bad ending. It just depends on perspective. Additional PS5 support. Crunching koalas. No, actually perfect timing, as it's about to be time for me to go to bed. But damn, that's a lot of game testers. Sheesh. And they were a small team that made the game. It's actually pretty impressive, because personally, I think it's a damn good game. It's sometimes easy to get lost in, and I have spent hours upon hours in this game, and I can imagine if you play with friends, you can spend way much more in doing this. And you can also, not effectivize, what do you mean? Really truly make an effective system with other people's playing with you, with friends and such. But I don't know if there's enough, at least not story-wise, content. I mean, of course I have spent, as I said, hours. I think I'm at like almost 80 hours all in all playing this game. But if you're like 4 people together, it's gonna take a whole lot less time, I can imagine. Alright, I think we're starting to get to the bottom. What was I thinking? But like, once you're done with the story and you're allowed to fly around some more, I don't really know what's to be done other than just have fun flying around. Building a bigger ecosystem, building some bigger spaceships, getting all of the recipes, try and find all of the artifacts and such. Like, if you want to 100% the game, it's gonna take a whole long time. I would definitely say this is one of my favorite games to have come out this year so far. Absolutely. I really love this game. And I would absolutely put it as one of my top 5 for this year so far. I haven't gotten that far in, but I mean, it plays well. It's got a pretty interesting story, not like super big that's gotta be explained and stuff like that. But there is so much. Oh god, now we also gotta go through the Kickstarter backers. Oh, that's gotta be a long list as well. They could have split it up in lines of 3 or something. I mean, I can also just skip, but... so let's see... ADHD distracted. Like gameplay is good, mechanics work really well. They hold your hands pretty well in the beginning, so you quickly learn how this game works and how to expand on stuff and such. Everything else is just, after the tutorial, everything is left up to you. They always have a showcase of where you need to go and such with the navigation units. But it's all of your choice, like what you want to do, how much you want to craft, how much you want to prepare yourselves, if you kind of want to rough your way right through it with speed running it. Would actually be very interesting to see what the greatest speed run is for this game. Music is pretty good. It's not like something that like is the main focus, but it puts a mood for the game. What I think is very fitting, that it's calm, it allows you to focus on objectives. If you play with friends, you can more easily hear each other. I mean, you could also just turn it down, but it's nothing like you have different radio stations and stuff, radio stations and stuff. Really getting tired. And just have music blasting all the way through. No, if you want it, I mean, of course, put it on in the background, but it's definitely not the main focus of the music. But it's subtle, but it's good, I personally think. I also love how much different things they allow you to, for example, grow and stuff, and also customize your ship with different decorations and such. For example, there were some wings, insect wings, crystal lamps, different forms of cockpits, different forms of walls and ceilings, floors, and a whole lot of upgrades to go through. So if you look around, you get rewarded for that, which I love. You know, when you get rewarded for looking around, not just like, oh, collect 100 of these, hey, you get an achievement. No, you actually get in-game upgrades that can benefit you, which is always a big plus from, in my perspective, in my opinion, perspective. Cause I'm that special. No. But yeah, absolutely. Absolutely loving it. I also love all the aspects of gardening, where in the beginning you are like kind of scraping by to figure out how to get a routine, to keep a cycle, to keep yourself going. But depending on how much work you put into it, it can quickly just become a self-sustaining little ecosystem habitat for you inside of the ship. So you don't need to really collect anything. Eventually, which I think is pretty damn cool. And also the fact that there is a recycler, which I found out a little bit late, also does very well for the game. And also love the fact that they allowed you to have like this multi-tool, I guess, in the form of primarily the extractor, where you don't have to be dependent on one inside on board the ship, like the stationary extractor, which makes it much more easier to extract stuff and help you progress a little bit faster and stuff. Though I will say, one thing I would have liked is if your arm device had been more of a multi-tool, so that once you crafted something, it stays on your arm. Like, it can shapeshift and stuff like that. Instead of you having to fill out an inventory down below to take up space and continuously switch out what parts you want, or at least something that allows you to expand it. But yeah, I would have liked there had been like some sort of menu that allows you to wheel or something like that. Tool wheel, wheel tool. So you can quickly just hold down a button and then it will automatically switch it out way faster compared to you having to continuously go down through the line like, oh, which one do I want right now? So all of your tools and gadgets that are equipable are already on you. I think maybe also, I think that would have been nice, would also have been, you could maybe have gotten, so to speak, a little bit more armor to work with. You get the one from the Mantises, the Shite armor, or whatever you want to call it. It would have been real nice if there had been like something that was like metal or plastic. Would have been nice if there had been more areas where you kind of met enemies instead of pretty much only, let's see, 3 Mantis habitats, the web slingers, whatever they're called. And then the almost final area where there is like suburbs, that's what it's called. Right. Like those 3 areas. It would have been nice if there had been a little bit more hostility in the world. Like for example, if we start with the starter areas, of course, those shouldn't really have any enemies, as you don't have any weapons, you don't have a crossbow, you don't have the knife, so you don't really have a way to protect yourself other than from those flying arms, hands, whatever they are. But like whenever later on there could have been an area that was heavily mutated, or whatever you want to call it. For example, there were those infected windmills, there are infected greenhouses and such. I know there are the crickets and there are those rolled up things, I don't remember what they're called, and the wasps, but it would have been nice if there had been like something else, for not necessarily spiders and stuff like that, but just some creatures that is not only down in the bottom, really being dangerous. But those are some a little bit more minor things, just something I would have liked that had been also. So there's more, like, being careful, looking over your shoulder, monsters, after you... I'm trying to think here what I've gone through. I would also say the whole tubing process of automating the sprinklers and the gas to the engines would also have been way nicer if it has been had been simplified. I can show you a little bit afterwards with the. You saw how hard it was for me to get the water going. It was way worse with the tank engines because it doesn't really describe or tell you much. So I can tell you afterwards. Or rather show you. But I would say definitely this game, I would 100% at least give it a 9. I think rather close to 9.5 I would give it. You can rest now. The choice was made, right or wrong, nobody knows. Time will tell, but sometimes the right choice simply doesn't exist. Your travel was long and full of hardship. You can continue your exploration of the dust-covered world, or you can move on if you wish. May your life be happy and peaceful, and hope that our world vision remains as nothing more than fiction. So does that mean that's... Okay, so I managed to see the other ending because I jumped out of the game and did the other load previously. So what I did with the tanks, as you can see here, I have a gas tank here, a fuel tank here, and here. So, well, of course it also depends on what kind of ship you build yourself, but what I did was take all of the tubes, plant them up here, and have these ports that you can go through, sockets, I think. I moved the engines from, which were usually here, to a little bit closer, so since I don't need to refill them, I don't need to have easy access to them, so I might as well just move them. So I took the... Excuse me real quick. Rude. I tried to use the... don't remember exactly what they're called. The ones that says they split them. I thought that would mean that I could have only one pipe go out and then split it out between the two. But it failed miserably many times. I'm pretty sure it's just to, like, you know, cross sections and such. Actually, a thing I would like to see is, like, when you make these pipe sections here, it would be nice if you could have your pipes go through this section, as you can't do that. I tried with the sockets, I tried with the cross connectors, nothing helped. Nothing could get it through, so I tried to get it up through the my little garden and such, but that was an absolute miserable look to it. It didn't work at all. So yeah, I decided that you know what? Let's just have it like each of the tanks have 2 engines they work on, which works a little bit better, but it never shows it as a full tank, I guess. Don't know, it's because like it would be more effective if each engine had their own fuel tank. But instead I have the fuel tanks being covered by 2 fuel tanks. I have 2 fuel tanks cover 4 engines, so therefore it shows half, but it's not half, it's just shared between them. So yeah, took the pipes, put them out, and just added them in like this. It was the best way I could make it work, where all 4 of the engines would work at the same time. It would have been nice if they had added something like a T section you could have made. So one pipe goes in, you put a T section in, and then you can split it out instead. So it would be easier for the fuel to go through only one pipe and then be split up. So of course, who knows, maybe it would be like too complicated, as it would make sense that there wouldn't be enough gas flow through, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, and it kind of worked because there are 2 outputs here, so you can add 2 of pipes at the same time, but it can be a little bit complicated on how to make it work properly. Which, in my case, I found that it's easier if you only have one pipe going down. You add the tank to the one that is on at the moment. Let's see. Should be here. It seems like it's connected at least. Let me make. No, it's not. Oh, there we go. So you go close enough, it would pretty much automatically put itself in place. Yeah, see, that's correct. And then you take the second pipe, you add it in, make sure it goes up to the wall, and then attach it here. Hopefully it should work. I don't see any light in it. No, wait. Right, there is a weird thing here. I don't know why. You have to start from the socket section and then put it down to the spot. Only then will it work. I don't know why. But yeah, that's how it works for some reason. So yeah, I only need 2 fuel tanks to be able to power 4 engines at the same time. It's gonna be a nightmare if you want to have like, I don't know, what, 10 engines or something like that. You're gonna need like 5 tanks for that, at least. But I don't know, maybe I also just missed some areas where maybe there is like a T section for the pipes. I don't know if I can see it actually. Airship modules, oh, that's just for cosmetics and such. And I don't get this because I already have the flight balloon core. I have all of the cores. So I don't know why the studies does not say as if I've discovered it. Yeah, because I already have all 4 of them now. But it doesn't seem as completed, which confuses me a little bit. Silent city murals, friendly insect clothes. I have a good amount of these. Just need the last ones that are in the tech fabricator, I think it was called. And garden decorations. I still need a whole lot more, but you can easily get toys and garden decorations, stuff like that, if you have some artifacts you have multiple of, or through the insect lore. If you have the artifact lore, you can easily get them for that. More murals, wind formations. Let's Zeppelin. That's again, that's a decoration. And these North Star seeds and Pig Smile seed, I have not seen those at all. But those are down in the suburbs. And yeah, again, I also love the fact that the garden, it's not simply just food. It's not simply nutrition like water and food resource and energy and medicine. It's also other stuff like, for example, the dusty daisy, so you can get some resin. You can get oil from the huge plant. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on, let me check here. It's the Carnola multitoid seed. Yeah, exactly. So that gives you the oil. The daisies give you the resin. You have these summer balm fruits that can work as a med kit for you. At the same time, it also gives you water. Breath nuts, which helps with oxygen. I do like that part, and also the fact that it took me a long time to find these seeds for them, but these I don't remember what they're called now. Let me see here. No, I don't have any extra. But yeah, these are really effective to have, so you can make the whole liquid oxygen when you finally find them. Diver pearls, right? That's what they're called. Elair fruit and the firecracker, dust firecrackers, so you can make bombs and such. Stun mines, decoys. There are these. I don't remember exactly what they're used for, but like everything has a purpose in its own way. Either through food, some of it decorations, and stuff like that. I also love the fact that, for example, the knife. You think like, well, it helps in the beginning, but then it becomes useless after a while. But no, there's an upgrade that makes it into an air cutter, which helps you with cutting a lot of stuff down. It breezes through things very easily when you want to collect materials and stuff through the knife. The bottles, for example, where you have like a source of 5, and then afterwards you can upgrade it so it can become a container of 20, which is amazing, and you can use it for so many different things, not just for drinking. And also the fact that there are freezers, so you can make sure you can keep your food sources and other things that can have a past due date or whatever you want to call it. Expiration date, right. Keep it fresh so that it doesn't die out. Which also is a huge thing. Also the fact that there are multiple versions. There's the small one, the big one. So there's always something that feels like you discover something, and then again you kind of rediscover when you find the upgraded version, and there are so many of them, and they make your life so much easier when you find them. But of course they are an if you want. It's a choice. It's nothing you need specifically. Of course, some things you do need, but it's very limited what you need to have with you. You can pretty much just make it like go through the game with the most beginner simple things and still beat the game most likely. Though I would bet that the higher the difficulty is, the more of these you would need to more easily sustain yourself. Partly with, for example, permadeath. That would not be a fun ride. Though of course I don't know if it's allowed that if you have a save file and you have the permadeath on, if it will remove the save file or if would allow you to load back from your last saved. I don't remember that specifically. Actually, I want to check. Quit. And let me check the difficulties. Also, really nice that they have different difficulties, so it's not like when you're starting out, you have a hard time figuring out how it works and such. Wait, why can't I see? Wait, did they remove permadeath? The maximum number of diseases. Whew. Not really sure what that means with legacy. Whatever. Oh, did they remove permadeath? Maybe they did. Interesting. But either way, I would absolutely give this if they made the piping easier, they had added some more enemies to or more habitats where there were enemies and such. to fight, so it would feel a little bit more riskier. I would most likely have given this game a higher score. But I will still say it is at least a 9.5 for me in this game. Close to a 10. I would maybe say like a 9.8 or something like that. Like, the things that are an issue are kind of frivolous. It's nothing that ruins the game, but it would definitely have made things, one, more interesting with some more combat, in my perspective, at least in my opinion. And also the piping system. I could really have used it had made it a whole lot easier. For example, if there had been links and stuff like that, so you had a T-link, you had an elbow link, you had like all of these things, so you don't have to. I mean, of course, an elbow would have been still pretty much the same as if you just put the pipe out and then extended it to the right instead of, yeah. But definitely a T section would definitely have made it way easier with having fuel going through and stuff like that. And also sprinkler systems, for example. Unless of course you can actually just take, but I don't think so, a pipe and have it split into two sections. Now I'm actually getting curious if I'm talking ridiculousness. Let me try and see. Now I'm getting curious. But yeah, there's also sometimes there's just things you just don't think about at the beginning, and then later on you discover, oh wait, I can make this way more effective if I just do this, 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 and this. Which makes it a resource management game, but also a exploration game at the same time. You have to like make pretty much everything super effective, if you want, of course. No, you cannot add split ends on a pipe. So see, yeah, there, a T-link would have been interesting to have. I mean, of course, I could also just write to the developers and let them know that this might, as they have done a thing that very few. Okay, let's add it over here instead. There we go. The developers did a thing where you can just directly send feedback. You don't need to go to different social media platforms and stuff like that. You can just press send feedback, and then you'll contact them immediately. Oh, I go straight into their. Oh, interesting. You can even add images and stuff. Maybe publicly visible. Yeah, not an issue. And also the fact that they have an unstuck button, so if you are stuck in a place, I think I've experienced that only once, maybe twice, almost a third time. So that you're not stuck there. You can easily get back to the ship again, and you don't have to start over from a save that's a long time ago, or something that ruins the rhythm. So like, oh, now I have to go back to the previous checkpoint or save point or whatever. Always nice when they add this, so there is some sort of safety, so you're not like. Also, for example, if you fall downwards and there's coincidentally instead of falling down into the depths and dying from falling, you might land between some branches and stuff like that. So you don't need to just jump out of the game and jump back in again. You can just simply do the unstuck and you're back on the ship. But yeah, absolutely love this game. Highly recommendable. Easy to play with others. Unfortunately, I don't think it has crossplay, but it's on multiple platforms, so... And it doesn't take a lot of space to play it. It works extremely good. And most PCs or well consoles run pretty well. Of course, if you go to the underdust, like for example, you saw for example how many frame drops there can be. If you played on a PC that can't handle it, it might freeze or like take forever to load everything in. If my assumption is correct, I could be wrong. So you do need to have a certain level of PC built, but I don't think this game is going to be a big issue. I also think that potentially, again, I could be wrong, maybe not all four need to be in the elevator and go into the underdust, some can maybe stay behind. So if you don't have a good computer, you can stay behind on the in the airship, while those that have a more heftier, stronger computer can maybe handle going into the underdust while you stay behind and make sure nothing is happening to the ship, or keep some resources going with the garden and make sure water is aplenty. Or you can call, for example, call the elevator up and put in some food rations and some water if they need it, or simply just take in the materials from the elevator into the ship so the others can focus on scouring around and scavenge. Oh, and the pets is also definitely one of the things that makes it a little bit more cuter, funnier, and livelier. So there's not only you going around if you play solo, you do have a companion you can have with you. And also the fact you can give it a backpack on, well, other equipment as well, but mostly the backpack, so that you have an extra carrier for you if you need it. It can't go everywhere with you, especially if you're parked in the air with the plank, but if you have solid ground, no issue with it going around. Though I could imagine that, I don't know if it's an issue, but like, I'm pretty sure the pet is only going to follow one person. So if you're the creator of the game, I think you most likely have the control of the pet. So the other three that are the visitors will not be able to get pets themselves. They will need to go into their own game to be able to have their pet. But once the host gets the pet, I mean, I guess it can become a in between everyone, so it like becomes the whole team's pet, but it will most likely follow the host. So if another team member wants to find the creature, I don't know, maybe they can do a whistle or something, like, or whoever takes it out of the bed is the one who it will follow, maybe. Again, I don't know how it works, I can only make speculations. But the pet definitely makes it more fun, and also helps with it being able to carry more stuff. Though at the end, when you have found so many stuff as you can, as I did, by spending time grinding, at the end it just becomes kind of like an artifact carrier, for me, for example. As it's easier to get all the stuff in there while you still carry the bare minimum. But, yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Tomorrow, I don't think I'm gonna be streaming. Though I can't say anything for certain, but most likely not. Maybe a short stream with some Power Wash Simulator, but not very likely. And Friday, I will... excuse me, my neck. Most likely continue some more on some either Dynasty Warrior, Snow Scouts, or the Midnight Walk. Not certain there yet. But yeah, I will most likely be continuing on those games, and the same for the weekend. I kind of really want to go through some of those games I have still in the. I'm still progressing those that I haven't finished yet. I kind of want to round up some of those, so I can start focusing on some other games in the next coming week. And I still also have a line of games I want to stream, and also games coming out soon that I also want to stream. So it's a little bit keeping track. But yeah, so that'll be it for today. So thank you for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube and you like the VOD, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications for whenever I upload videos. If you're watching this on Twitch and you like the VOD, please feel free to leave a follow so you can get notifications for whenever I live stream. I will usually live stream on Wednesdays around 5 p.m. CET. That should make it 10 a.m. CST. Weekends can be a little bit on and off, though. I will usually live stream around 2 p.m. CET. That should make it 7 a.m. CST. And then there are unscheduled days, unscheduled streams, but I will try and notify on Blue Sky at least half an hour before the stream starts. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. So thanks for watching. Take care. And see you next video. I'll live stream. Bye.